chase, money in case, clean up base, pick up the pace. I'm out to chase, money in case, clean up base.
Got a call for it if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go. Got a call for it if you got it. Going live, good in the show. Got a call for it if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go. Got a call for it if you got it. Going live, good in the show. Pick up the pace.
No sé cuál me voy, el ferro, el Porsche, la C3 o el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo, tranquilo en la mía es que estoy. El Richard Zafiro, Dios más los bendiga, mis hijos no nacerá otro como Floyd. Las baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tu ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Es que mi tiempo me vale dinero, no te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me bendijo porque me mero, soy mi jefe, so hago lo que yo quiero. Aquí arriba no llegan, tú sabes que aquí es real. Me venga a afrontar, preguntarle al
The Southern California sun is starting to set as we welcome you to Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Tonight, a battle of two first-place squads between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game.
Trevor Bauer will be on the mound for the boys in blue. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Pride and joy of the UCLA Bruins, former #1 draft pick with the Arizona Diamondbacks. This guy has really found himself good fastball. And he's one of these guys that he's into the new metrics. He likes to see that spin rate and that carry on the four-seam fastball. Good fastball, 95 to 97. His curveball, though, might be his out pitch. It's a 12-6 straight down curveball. One of the top pitchers in the league right now.
Ray Guillen is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
Behind 0-2 now. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an the strikeout, and there's one gone. Digging in, the switch hitter, Ian Happ, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
No balls and a strike to count. 67 degrees our game time temperature. The 0-1 pitch.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
The main job of the #1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Chris Bryant is at the plate as he watches ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. 2 balls and no strikes. His numbers against Trevor Bauer, he's 1 for 3. 2-0 count. The pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 1. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike two. Just underway here in Southern California. Full count now. 3-2. Fouled off. The next 3-2. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
From the stretch, Cesar Mora is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your back.
But we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Mike Soroka is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
I'm looking forward to watching this one, Matty D. This guy's come a long way in a short period of time. Still relatively new to the league, but it'll be interesting to see how he attacks the lineup in this one.
So now into the box is Mookie Betts, having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take any slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand. So they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. 0-1, here's the pitch. Soroka has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
Here's Corey Seager. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a line drive. But the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the 3rd out. Dodgers down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. And stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Bauer, playing here in his age 31 season. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder. And they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher. All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And let's take a look at outfielder Mookie Betts. You can make the argument he's the most dynamic player in our sport. Don't try and come inside with a fastball because it's getting turned around. But I don't think people realize how good he patrols the outfield. The ability to play all three positions with speed and a bazooka for an arm.
A ball and a strike now. Here it comes on 1-1. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
He's really going to need to keep the walks down in this start. He's in danger of walking the second guy in 2 innings here.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up. Bottom of the inning now, and that brings up Will Smith. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. Swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. Guillen's on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Donovan Casey.
At the plate now, Donovan Casey. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Hey, that's a great job right there. Knowing he had time to collect himself, I love the internal clock right there. Didn't rush it, took the extra step, gathered himself, and threw a bolt to first base.
Next up is Max Muncy, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Boy, this was a good start for the pitcher. First 5 guys, 5 up, 5 down, but the number 6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult, and that's a bullet hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Dan. Just a nice AB by the 6-hole guy after watching his first 5 brethren take a seat.
He'll come in here at 263, 3 homers and 17 RBIs. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And he gets him to go after 102 as this is popped in the air toward the left side of the infield. Oh, and he misses it.
Batting in, the second baseman, Gavin Lux.
The batter will be Gavin Lux, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Batting ninth, the pitcher.
So
Trevor
now to the plate, Trevor Bauer,
Bauer,
as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. This is hit on the ground to first. Is he going to get out of this? He is, as he gets the 3 unassisted putout. And top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Andres Jimenez, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
3-2 now.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already. And there's 1 gone in the inning. So 1 down, no one aboard. And Mike Soroka will bat next. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Third inning, no score to this point. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Betts on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ray Guillen. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Now the 2-0 home. Too high, and it's 3-0.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
3-1 to the Cubs left fielder. Now here's a fly ball, well hit, racing back the left fielder at the track, and that one is gone. A solo shot here to left, 4th home run for him on the season, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ, as he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 0-1 delivery. 2 out, nobody on. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. We played 2.5. It's now 1-0 Chicago.
Welcome back as the Dodgers prepare for their 3rd turn batting in this one. And fans of the boys in blue have been treated to quite a bit of production from this lineup so far this year. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep in driving runs. Their numbers certainly confirm that, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Down the left field line and deep. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'll be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Now 1 down with the bases empty, and that'll bring forward Cody Bellinger. Out in front of it, strike 1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And Guillen will handle this one for route number 2.
The batter, number 5, shortstop.
So the bases are empty with 2 gone now. Striding to the plate will be Corey Seager. Strike taken. Good pitch on the lower part of the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In there, and it's 0-2 now. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They still trail 1-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Leading off for the Cubs.
New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Chris Bryant. In there, strike 1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Lifted down the line in left. And foul.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. One 1-0 pitch on the way. There's a belt high strike to even the count at 1-1. One run, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Betts has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Next, it'll be Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He flew out in his last AB. First pitch of the AB on its way. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. Pitch on the way. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, number 13 for him on the year, as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
In now is Nico Horner. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Popped him up. Lux onto the grass. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Here now is Will Smith. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Offense needs to get going right here. You want to try and tighten up this game a little bit before it starts to get into that territory where you're going to start seeing the back end of each bullpen.
First delivery to him. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Another 0-2 home. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. Both guys pretty close, top speeds of 95 and 94. Next up for Los Angeles, Donovan Casey grounded out in his last at bat. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one.
Not an easy thing to do, to fill up the strike zone and be successful doing it. How about this guy so far in this one? 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And that finds the target. 0-2 now. No runs, 3 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
Hit down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup. Back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy, trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. Now here's the first offering. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. They trail it here 2-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next to hit is the catcher, Wilson Contreras. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
And he fouls this one off.
After that slider away, he must have set his sights out there because he took that fastball in like he had no chance.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. Andres Gimenez the next to bat. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Very high. 2-1. Fouled away. Fouled off.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Two pitches fouled away. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
To the plate now, Mike Soroka. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Number 24. Guillen.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ray Guillen, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney. Digging in will be Edwin Rios. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can tell in between innings the veterans in that dugout going up and down the line, trying to keep this lineup from getting super frustrated. They just have to find a way to piece it together. Maybe pass the baton, get some wheels in motion, maybe get aggressive on the base paths if they can get somebody on.
That's lifted the other way out to left. And there to take it in is Guillen for route number 1.
The batter,
now to the plate, Gavin Lux.
Second baseman, Gavin.
First pitch on its way.
0-1.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
Here's a pop-up now, and he'll put this away for the second out.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Justin Turner will pinch hit here with 2 outs and the bases empty.
Number 10.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Turner.
As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. 281 the average entering play. 8 home runs and 36 RBIs. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Bryant is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Ray Ramos takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. And now Ian Happ. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Now here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Looks like he was trying to bust him inside, and he might have held on to it just a little bit too long. Just like that, the leadoff man is aboard.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Happ aboard here at first with nobody out. Back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now, Cesar Mora. He'll swing and hit a pop to the right side of the infield. And that's in there, base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
1-0 pitch on the way. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with one away. And up next, Nico Horner. He's set. Here it comes.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
From the stretch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you can spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Here it is. Now a ball hit in the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Mookie Betts. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding his zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Bellinger.
So here's Cody Bellinger. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And he fouls this one off. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
pretty impressive. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Next at the plate will be Corey Seager. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They're down 2-0. Now to bat, Andres Jimenez, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. First pitch on the way. Popped him up. Seager will wait on it. One pitch, one away.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
First pitch on the way. Mike Soroka is at the plate as he looks at ball one. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Soroka has a batting average right at 100, which is kind of what you'd expect from a pitcher.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Ray Guillen is striding again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the third inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. And now the first pitch. Fastball laid off well below the knees. High in the air down the right field line. Bats on the run. And he makes the catch in the corner. Last half of the seventh here, and that brings up Will Smith. First offering.
The catcher, Will.
Swung on and chopped up the middle. He's got it, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
The left fielder, number 31.
Now at the plate here is Donovan Casey. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up ball game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, Ebro, but you try to, in between starts, to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch. And he's been out of the wind-up most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
At the plate, Max Muncy, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike. The 0-2 pitch.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Casey stands at first with one out. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive on this guy, but
now
he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Well, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
The 2-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired.
Leading off the ball, the center fielder, Ian.
Now the first pitch. Good off-speed pitch, had him out in front for strike 1. Happ with a swing, and he connects, sends this one to deep right field. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ, number 25 for him on the year, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Every run helps late in the game, and with this one on the board, they're now up 3 and only need 6 outs to end it. They've got a little room for error, and I'm sure they'd like to add to that even more if they can.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. As he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Boy, D-Row, there's a case of the outfield defense playing so deep that ball looked like it was extra bases all the way, but they were able to cut it off.
Yeah, not too many times I would agree. I'd love to hear your take on this as well. The no doubles defense, I kind of never understood it to begin with. I felt like the pitcher, if he can execute the game plan, could keep the ball in front of the outfielders, but right there, boy, I was wrong. That worked.
So a runner at first now with one away, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
1-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Bellinger's under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Next to stand in is Nico Horner. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell.
Well, the side is retired as they make the play.
I win.
Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's 3-0 Chicago.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the second baseman, Gavin.
Jordan Hicks is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 12, Jordan.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. A ball and a strike.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Gavin Lux is retired, leading off the bottom of the 8th. A.J. Pollock comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on them.
Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Mookie Betts is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. 1-1 to the Dodgers leadoff man. A 1-1. Taken, strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here's another 1-2. He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game.
Man, they've really had his numbers so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Cody
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Cody Bellinger stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Hey, this is a huge out right here. 2 outs in the 8th inning. If this guy comes in and does his job, they hand it over to that beast in the 9th.
And it's quickly 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Dodgers claw back a bit on the solo home run. 9th inning straight ahead. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Brustar Gratterall enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Wilson Contreras is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. A strike to Contreras, and it's 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Hard hit at 3rd. Throw on to 1st for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
First offering on its way.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Hit hard on the ground to 1st. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on 1st for the out. 3 unassisted. Darryl Cooley will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 19, Darryl Cooley.
Now the pitch. He swings and grounds it to short. Reined in. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that they'll end the inning. Roberto Ozuna comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Now into the box, Corey Seager. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. In there for strike 1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
A pause, and the 0-2. Misses for ball 1.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Will Smith is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Stepping in now, Donovan Casey, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Fouled away. The Dodgers down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Just a good, clean, crisp game. And a quick one, too, to boot. Great pitching and defense on both sides. Just a couple of key swings made all the difference in this one.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Chicago Cubs led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Mike Soroka earned his 9th win of the year. Trevor Bauer struck out 10 in the losing effort. Roberto Ozuna strikes out the side to record the save, his 18th. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Two-seam ain't enough. Four-tie team is us. Man on first, on second, on third. I'ma have to clean it up. I done went yard, they ball gone. Now alien beating it up. Man contract, they want me back. I'ma have to green it up. Like
Hoy la cosa se puso buena.